Okay, so I'm just gonna start straight because I'm not gonna wait for other people because I have a few minutes. I'm recording so they can find it later. Okay, so question, your assignment, here is your assignment. Can you see, can you see it? Can you see the assignment? Can you guys see the assignment? All right, let me share it. All right, let me just share it. Okay. Can you see it now? Can you guys see the screen now? All right. So so the assignment instructions. So please make sure you follow the instruction. If you don't follow instruction, there are marks that are subtracted. Okay. Here, your instruction, read each and every instruction before you submit your final assignment. They are asking you to type the answers in MCQs, the maximum number of members. If you don't follow the instruction, they subtract math. Also, you need to learn off to four decimal places. All these things are very important to follow. All right. So make sure you follow your instructions. And also, if there is a formula, please like the formula. Some of you didn't even like the formula. The formula had like 2 marks. Some of the formulas had 1 mark, 2 marks. Just lighting probability of X less than 10 or probability of X less than 12. It was given 1 mark. So some of you, question 5 on last assignment, I know that most people found it difficult, but just lighting that you would have earned 1 mark, and the answer was 1 mark. So you lost if your answer was wrong and you didn't even like the formula, you got a 0. You see? So please make sure you write some formula. Even if you struggle to find the answer, write the formula down. Okay, so question 1 says that use the following GPA data for the statistics class of 18 males and 14 females to answer the question that follows. So they give you the male and female. Question 1 says that calculate the 90% and 95 confidence interval of GPA for the class of male statistics students. Okay. So here, all you need to do is just sorry, I'm just admitting others in. Okay, so all you need to do here is just use your Excel. Okay, they're asking you for 95 and 90% and 95 confidence interval of a GPA for the class of male students. Okay, the question is saying, must the plagiarism declaration be uploaded by each member? No, just upload one for the whole group. Okay. So please follow the instructions. if your answers are in 4 decimal, when they say 2 decimal places, your answer is 4 decimal, they subtract marks. So it's important to follow and also write your formulas. Okay, so here they ask you calculate 90% and 95 confidence interval for GPA for the class of male statistics. So I'll just do one example. We'll just use Excel. Okay, you use Excel. This is the male. Okay, let me share the Excel sheet. Okay. So you just copy that and put it in Excel. Okay. Okay, so here is the Excel sheet. So they're asking you for 95 and 90% of the male. Remember, they just asked you for the male. So all you need to do is just, let me. Yeah, all you need is just click on highlight this whole thing. Okay, so make sure you have add in. Make sure you have data analysis on your desktop. And how to do that, if you don't have it, if it's not showing, all you need, just go to File, Excel options. You go to add-ins. Add-ins. Then you go to Analysis Toolpack. Then you say Go. Okay, then it comes, it's supposed to come there. It comes, you choose Analysis Toolpack, you just say okay. Then it's gonna show on your, it will show on your screen. It will show your data analysis here. Okay.
It's online.
Please, can you, hello guys, mute yourself, please. Someone is speaking. Can you please mute your mics? Hi guys. Hello, can you mute yourself, please? Okay, guys. Someone is speaking. Okay. So I think I've answered that question already on the chat. Must the plagiarism be uploaded by each member? No, the plagiarism must be on the page. And remember the assignment saying you must type in words. With the formulas, all you need, you can copy and paste a picture of the formula and just type it in with your words using Microsoft. If you can't use symbols, okay? But try also to use symbols if you can. If you can't, you can just copy the formula down and then put in the figures using Microsoft Word. All right, so let's continue. So question 1, I was saying that they ask you to find 90% confidence. So all you need is to have your data analysis on your Microsoft and copy this. You copy the whole of this. You click on data analysis, descriptive and statistics. You say okay, and then you want this data. So it has already clicked in, but sometimes it may not click in, so you have to click it again. Okay. Okay, I want that data. Sorry, this thing is it's already given me anyway. I need to demonstrate how I did it. So I'm just gonna copy this whole thing again in a new sheet. Okay. Okay, let's put it here. Okay. Yeah, so I want 90% confidence. I click on the data, I go to data analysis. I want descriptive statistics. I say okay. I want 90%. Okay, I'll start to, you see, confidence in the, I want summary statistics to be included, or I can remove it, whatever. But you can put it in just for it to look nice. I've included labels in the first row, so I will click here, labels. So I'm just telling the Excel that the first row is the labels, okay? And I want my results, so I want my results to be shown there, okay? Okay, and I want 90% confidence. Then I say, okay, okay. So these are the results, my results, right? So I want, from this, I can create my lower, my upper, let's say upper confidence interval. So my upper confidence interval is equal to, it's gonna be equal to, so I'll click equal to mean plus the confidence interval here that we found. Okay, so that's my upper confidence interval. Okay, now my lower confidence interval, again will be equal to the mean minus the confidence interval here. Okay, so that's your upper and lower limit. So all you need is just, you have your confidence interval. Your upper limit is 3 and your lower limit is 2.7. So I don't know how many decimal places they told you to do. So you must put the right decimal places when you are putting on your question. So let's go back to the question. So this is a 90%. They also ask you for the one with the 95. Let me see the chart. Is it necessary to use Excel to find the mean and blah, blah, blah? Because the question is, you can't do it on, or you can do it manually, but the easy way is just use mean, because use Excel. You can do it manually, so you have to find the mean and use all those processes. So the easy way is just to use Excel. Okay, the Excel will give you the mean. Here's the mean, will give you everything, will give you median, mode, and it will give you accurate results. Okay, so I want 95%. 95%, I'll do the same. I'll click on that. I go to data analysis, descriptive statistics. I say, okay, I want 95. So 95%. Okay. So where do I want this? I want it to be here. So let it be here. Okay. And yeah, it's 95. So I say, okay. Also, I include the labels in the first row. Okay. So that's my answers for 95 degrees. So they're asking you so you have to find your upper, also the same thing, upper confidence interval, lower confidence interval. So my upper confidence interval is just equal to, I'll go to mean plus this here. Okay. Remember, this is our 95 confidence level. All right. So, and then the lower limit will be equals mean minus the confidence level. Okay. So you can see here, this is for 90 and this is for 95. So let's go back to our question and let's say what they say. Okay. Okay, so let's go back to the question. The question is saying, from the data provided, calculate 90 and 95 confidence interval of GPA for the class. For the class of male statistics. You must round up to 2 decimal places. So now we found 2. So you just take those values and put it, the levels for 90 degrees. It's going to be between upper and the lower limit. For 95, it's going to be between upper and lower limit. So you must round, but remember to round them to 2 decimal places. So it's basically just these values that we found here. These values. So you just round them in 2 decimal places, 2 decimal places. Okay. But you can also do it manually and show your workings in the formulas, everything. Okay, but let's see how many marks they are. Let me see how many. Yeah, it's 5 marks. So I think you do it manually, I think. But you can confirm with the Excel. Manually, you know how to do those things manually, how to find confidence interval of the values. You have an example of that on your that 7, right? So I think, yeah, I think you're gonna do it manually because it's 5 marks. I can see it's 5 marks. So please do it manually, but you can verify using your Excel. Whatever you find, the mean will be the same. Okay, the means will be the same. The standard deviation will be the same. All right, just put in formulas and put in your figures because you already have the figures from Excel. Okay, so question 2, it says, what change did you observe when the confidence level? Okay, so I don't know which is sharing. Okay, what change? Okay, I'm gonna stop sharing this. I wanna share the question. Okay, so I say, what change did you observe when confidence level increased from 90% to 95%? So basically, you just look at the Excel and see what's happening there. Is the confidence level increased or not? But usually, what happens is that when you increase your confidence level, I'm gonna share. Okay, so when you increase, so what happened is this: when you increase your confidence interval, this is what happened. Okay, so you need to explain this statement. The increase, if you increase the confidence, it will increase the margin of error, resulting in a wider interval. The range of possible values for the parameter under discussion will widen. So basically what it's saying that there will be a high interval level, okay, where you include a lot of values inside when you increase the intervals. So the same when the other question is asking you when you decrease it, what will happen? It's just the reverse of that one. Okay. So this is what you need to explain. And also when you're explaining this, put in the figures that you found on Excel, whatever, you can say that it increased from this value to this value. Don't just mention the statement. Maybe the statement will be 1 mark. The other point will be the other mark. So if you just mention this, you're losing out 1 mark. So you must refer to what you found. All right. Says in question 7, must you use proportion mean? Okay, sorry. I think I'll go on to questions 7. Is it necessary to use Excel to find them? Yes, you must use Excel to verify, because what you can calculate manually might not be true, or you might find a mistake. But if you use Excel, it will give you exactly. But you use the manual formula, but you know that you've already found the mean and the maximum, the value. So you just put in the figures, the ones you already found on your Excel. But use the manual methods, because they might give you marks for the formulas. All right. Okay, let's go to question 2. So these are the things that I just wrote down that section 2. The question is similar to that 7 question 1. So take note of this, these things I've written here. Okay. Question 2 is similar to that 7 question 1. Question 3 is similar to that 7 question. So let's go to question 2. Okay, I'm gonna stop sharing this. Let's go to question 2. So there's nothing I can say here. Everything is explained. What changes you observe when the confidence decreased is the same thing. You just explain and define what you found. So your explanation and what you found, the figures is gonna give you 2 marks. Okay. So question 2 says, in a random sample of, section 2 says, in a random sample of 1,500 majors who are graduating from the University of Western Cape this summer, we observe that 1,360 have already found a job. Okay, so they're asking you what is the proportion of students that have already not found a job. Okay, so the proportion of students that have found a job is 1,500 over 1380. Okay, let's go to Excel and okay, so question 2, the proportion of the people that is 1,000, the ones that have is 1,013.80. Now they're asking what is the proportion that they have not. Okay, so it's just a different what is left. Okay, what is left? So you just must subtract 130.80 minus 15.0. Okay, so what is that? What's the answer? Am I right? Sorry, let me check. Okay, so the question is saying in a random sample of 1,500. Oh, it's the other way around. Okay. So it's the other way around. Yeah, it's gonna be, so it's 13,500 is for the ones that have already, and the other, so whatever is left from 1380, okay, is what you find. So 1,500 minus 1380 is 120. So it's gonna be 120 divided by 1,500. Okay, that's your proportion. That's what they're asking you. 120 of 1,500. Okay, any question? Any questions so far? So the proportion of students that have already found the job is 1,380 over 1,500. Now the ones that haven't found the job is just whatever is left from 1,320 or 80, which is 120. So it's gonna be 120 over 1,500. That's your answer. And then you must give that answer to two decimal places. Okay. Calculate the standard deviation that you need to find it out yourself. Okay, figure it out, right? Figure it out how to find the standard deviation of a proportion, right? But they give you, remember they already give you, now we have two proportions. You have the ones that are found and that don't have found. So you can find standard deviation using the formula. Check your book, right? Calculate the 95 confidence interval for proportion in question. So 95% confidence interval. This is a proportion question which is similar to question 7. Let me check. So this is similar to which question? So we are on question 2. Yeah. Section 2 is similar to that 7 question 1. So just check that 7 question 1. You'll find the answer. It's exactly that. You just follow the steps, use the different figures. Okay. So section 2 is similar to that 7 question 1. All right, so let's go to section 3. Section 3 is similar to that 7 question 3. Okay, start with section 3. Section 3. So someone was asking me question 7, confidence. It's a confidence interval of proportion. So go check out that 7 question 1. Okay, it's exactly the same. Just put in your figures. Or we can even go to that 7 question 1. Okay. I don't even see that. Yeah. Okay. So that's 7 question 1. Okay, so that question 7 is similar to this one. So section 1, section 2 is similar to that 7. So you just follow the steps. Okay, you have your n was 1380 over your n was 1500, your x was 1380. You just follow the steps. Nothing changes, only the figures here changes. Okay, so follow the formula. And remember to divide your alpha by 2. Okay. All right, you guys, I only have 9 minutes left, so I think you need to come back after. I'll let you, when this session is gone, you need to come back to log in again if I'm not done. Okay. Okay, so let's go to section 3. Okay, so this question you can figure it out. I'm just showing you where you can find the answers. Okay, so section 3 is similar to that 7 question 3. That 7 question 3. This is exactly the same. It's just different figures. Okay, they're saying calculate the, but also, so if you follow question section, that's 7, question 3, your answer must be, let me share the answer. Okay, so your answer must be, so which question is this? Question 3 is study of a teenage society. Okay, so question 3 is study of a teenage suicide. Yeah. Okay, so it's supposed to be like this. There's a proportion of two. So, but it's similar to question that 7, question 3. All right, so it's the same, but your answer must be this one. Yeah. Okay. So when you do your calculation, make sure your answer must be this. If it's different, you are wrong. All right. So make sure you follow all the instructions and all the formula, write it down nicely. And that. So your answer must be that one for question section 3. Okay. And they tell you they are asking you for null hypothesis. I think, did they ask you for null hypothesis? Let me see. Yes, calculate, no, they're asking you to calculate the proportions for girls. The proportion for girls, the first one will just be, proportions for girls will be 96 girls out of, so they're asking how many boys, 18 out of 96. That's your proportion for boys. Proportion for girls is gonna be 60 of the girls of 126. Construct 99 confidence interval. You use what I've shown you. Your answer must be what I told you there. So this question is similar, but use the formula on that 7, question 3 to find, use the whole, you must write down all the steps because they'll give you maybe half marks here, half marks here if you don't write it down. But the answer must be what I've shown you there, all right? And the confidence interval is 1% there. Find the length. Question 10, find the length of confidence interval you calculate in question 9. It's just the difference between the two values of the confidence that you find. Okay, so what I showed you, you subtract the upper value from the lower value. Okay. Okay, so let me see the chart saying in questions. Can you go back to that other page, please? Which page? Can the alternative hypothesis be equal to null hypothesis also? Or it can be, no, the null hypothesis is what they are assuming to be. The alternative is what you want to find out. Okay, so it can't be the same. It cannot be the same. So on which question are you asking about null hypothesis and alternative hypothesis? Okay, I'm just gonna put okay, I'm recording this so you can pause the recording when I post it and check the thing again. All right. So question 15. Okay, question 15. All right, I'm going to question 15 now. So Just wait. The other girl was saying I must go back to the, I will record this so you can pause it when you can just pause there. But I can go back. Let me go back. All right. Okay, so this is the thing. Your 99 confidence interval between two corporations. So this is, I use this the Excel to find the answers, okay? So these are the values that you need. So they ask you for the difference between the confidence interval. You just subtract the upper limit from the lower limit. The upper from the lower limit. That's the difference between your confidence interval. All right. Any question? So here is your proportion. They ask you proportion of the girls, but remember they said you must round it to 2 decimal places. So this one is going to be 0.49 and the other one will be 0.19. Okay. So, but it's basically, this is, use your touch, the formula. This is the Excel, is that use your formula and put the, because the answer is distributed according to, so go to that 7 question 3 and use the formula, but your answer must be this one. All right, the answer must be this one. And for the proportion of the girls, this is the answer. I don't know what else they ask you, but everything is here. You can just, yeah. Okay, let's go to question. I have 1 minute, so I'll, can you just come back for, just log in again, but just wait for like a minute and then you can log in again. All right, guys, so we're gonna do section 4 and 5. All right, bye. I'm gonna create another Zoom and then you can log in again.